All right, welcome back to another episode of the Palm Beach Palmcast. Here again with Marilyn and Andrea Fuentes. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I just came off my tour, small tour. I was in Florida, Central Florida. We're in Florida, but
Different part of Florida.
yeah, I was in Sebring and Okeechobee for a couple of shows, and I'll tell you this: I couldn't be happier to be back in Palm Beach.
Culture shock.
Yes. Sebring, I would describe it as they say, white boy summer. It was different out there. I had trouble. So I don't wear hats, right? Because like baseball hats to me are just don't fit on my head too well.
Yeah, they're small.
Yeah. So I usually wear a visor. I could not find one visor in this entire town. I went to the Ross. I went to the Burlington. I went to the Walmart. I went to the Target. Not one visor.
Not one visor at all?
Not
like
one
no
visor.
options for visors?
No option for visor.
Huh.
So I asked the lady at the golf course, do you have visors? They're like, we only have women's visors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right?
That's interesting. They should have visors for guys.
So
but
this is your only option.
maybe Dick's Sporting Goods.
They didn't have it out there.
Oh, really?
But this is your only option. What I realized in Sebring, this is your only option. Baseball hat, cowboy hat. That's it. All you get is base. So I bought a cowboy hat.
It seems like I know how, country music has been, popular for a long time, but doesn't it seem like it's getting a little more,
It's more like rock now.
you think?
Yeah,
Like they have the cowboy, or the country, that new little
Oh, the
club.
country bar?
I've
The
been wanting to
cowboy
go
bar?
to that, yeah, for
We need to check
Sundays.
that out.
Yeah, they look like they have cool music. I don't have a cowboy hat, believe it or not. I have so many hats, but I don't have a cowboy hat or a cowboy boots. So
We need to take you out to Wellington.
I lived there for 8.5 years actually,
well then.
but I just wore polo hats.
well, that's
like
yeah.
it's a totally different vibe.
Maybe actually, I wouldn't say Wellington. Maybe that's more Loxahatchee.
Yeah,
We'll
exactly.
We'll get you a nice hat. No, so it was cool out there. I performed at this place that was an old pharmacy that they turned into a distillery, and the guy was like Al Capone. He was making his own rum, his own moonshine, his own gin, his own whiskey. I mean, it was solid operation out there. And had a great crowd. We had 95 people in there. So
Oh wow, that's a nice little crew.
yeah, shout out to Crux Crawford. He was the guy I was touring with. I brought this guy in from Texas. He did a couple other shows. So we did 3 shows together, and he did a great job. We did Sebring, Okeechobee, and then we did the Peach.
And now, where do you normally sell these tickets on Eventbrite?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
So
He does it they set it up.
yeah, he uses a company called Massive Tickets, which I think is like kind of a little more industry for like comics and
Comedy?
stuff. But
Oh.
I don't know, if you're starting out, I recommend Eventbrite. Eventbrite, they post, they advertise well, and it's free. And
Is it free?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, how do they profit then?
I mean, you can boost your posts and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I think a lot of their advertising comes with third-party advertisements.
Okay.
So you might see like an ad for something
Yeah.
when they're searching your thing or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, every time you're gonna really join or go to an event here in town, it says Eventbrite,
Yeah.
tickets. So I thought there would be some type of a fee or something, or maybe when you purchase the ticket, a percentage probably goes to the Eventbrite. That's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, there's definitely fees when you buy tickets.
Yeah.
But if you are using it to sell tickets, there are fees, but it doesn't cost you anything to sign up for the service. So like,
Right.
you want to start selling tickets to an event, you can just sign up with an Eventbrite account. You put your checking account number in there, and then they take out whatever fees from selling whatever tickets, but you don't have to pay to sign up or pay a monthly fee to use it.
Right.
So that's what I'm using for the show I got coming up Friday at the Palm Beach National. You said you'd been out to the Palm Beach National a long time ago, right?
Yeah, I usually go for their Christmas party. Their group of people there are really cool. Like I said, it's kind of like a surfer crowd.
Yeah.
I know a couple of surfers that go there and stuff like that. It's a very just chill vibe. I like it. And I mean, the ambiance is nice. You're on a golf course, so it's still upscale. I'm excited that they're actually renovating that area. It's a nice area. Lake Worth deserves something like that.
Yeah, so if you don't know, so this golf course there wasn't much to it. Then this guy Mikey D, who I'm going to introduce you to, this guy came in, kind of changed the vibe there, started blasting music. You get a free shot of rum when you play golf there. An old guy comes around on a golf cart and he's like, "Here's your rum shot." And
What's Mikey D's last name?
Jeez, you put me on the spot right now. I'll have to look. Let's look. Let's take a look here. But yeah, they just redid the driving range. The driving range has the ball tracker like Topgolf has. You can see where your ball went. You can see how far it went. You can see the speed and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a very cool atmosphere. They're always like playing music out there, high energy. We're gonna do a comedy show there. A lot of influencers. I was telling Marilyn, a lot of influencers are there. Doing their shoots for like golf influence and stuff. So you got to pick up a golf club one of these days.
I have golf clubs.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but it's usually when I'm in a relationship and they're like, let's go golfing. But I'm all for it. I love anything that's athletic and.
She has emergency clubs. She's like, oh yes,
no,
my go-to.
I wanted to take a class called Park Place in West Palm.
Oh yeah, the park.
Yeah, the park.
That's where as a West Palm Beach resident, I feel bad for not going there yet because it's.
You really need to.
Yeah, and
it's really cool. They have a restaurant, a bar, the store. I love everything in that store. It's so cute. Like they have the cutest,
night
apparel.
Golf.
Do they? Yeah, I bet.
Night golf, guys. There's a par 3 that's lit up till like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I've been there quite a few times, and I went as soon as they opened. I was so excited because it used to be. A friend of mine from high school actually used to do all of the catering for the previous one. So I'm very familiar with the previous one. And then after it renovated, obviously it's in West Palm, so who's not going to be excited about that?
Yeah.
And it's amazing. You have to at least walk the property just to check it out.
No,
eat something at the restaurant.
Isn't it crazy? Like Georgia Avenue, and you grew up around here. Georgia Avenue, when I tell people what's going on Georgia Avenue, they're like, isn't that a bad neighborhood? I'm like, are you kidding me? The Peach is on Georgia Avenue.
No, that area, and they're going to be renovating the Publix now called the Donald Trump Boulevard.
Oh, yeah.
That Publix right there on Southern.
Yeah, Southern and Lake.
And Lake is going to be like 2 floors. They're going to be renovating. It's going to be closed for a couple of years.
That's going to be the new look. They're going to do that downtown, too. They're going to take out that one, the little one, and then they're going to put it right there on Banyan and Sappadilla there.
Right.
Next to the Grand Apartments. They're going to put a new Publix there, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2 stories.
Where's that one?
Right downtown, right by the off Sappadilla and Banyan, where that empty lot is next to the Grand.
I tell you, this area and just at the end of this year and next year is going to be crazy, and it's exciting. I mean, it's nice to see the development of it. They just opened that Trader Joe's on Dixie.
It's open already?
It's open, yeah.
Oh, man.
My friend posted a video of everybody waiting in the front of I'm sorry. I was like, asked my friend, I said, did you have a cocktail at least before you went in there? And I actually picked up my mom and we drove there, and I was like, I mean, that's great. It's Trader Joe's, but the things people get excited about these days, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's a grocery store. You're going to get in line for a grocery store. But granted, they probably had like deals that day, so that makes sense. I'm sure they did. But it is fun, and it is cool that, I mean, that's an upscale grocery store, so it's nice in that area. It's going to boost the entrance there to Lake Worth.
Do you know that Aldi and Trader Joe are brothers in real life?
Oh, really?
They're real. It's 2 German brothers.
That's funny.
They had a rich father, and they gave him like money to do startups, and one started Trader Joe's, the other one started Aldi. And Aldi is like Trader Joe, and Aldi has like a subsidiary relationship in America. And a lot of Trader Joe things that we would sell here as Trader Joe's is sold at Aldi in Europe.
But they're all the Aldi brand is a European. It's
originally from Germany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
so I was gonna say Trader Joe's probably does better, but not necessarily because
it's a different class. Yeah, because there's more Aldis. You know what I mean? But there's like fewer Trader Joe's, but it's higher margins. It's a whole different business model.
Yeah.
But they do use each other for certain things. So there is actually you know what this is the same story. I'm going totally off topic right now.
No, it's okay.
Puma and Adidas. Same thing. 2 German brothers. Yeah, and they're from Germany. Yeah.
I love to hear stories like that about 2 brothers that get together and do something like productive with their lives, even if they come from money.
Yeah, but it's almost weird how they like rival. They were like, well, I'll start a soccer business. No, I'll start a soccer business.
Yeah, but they did it all with productivity.
Yeah.
Something if you're gonna have sibling rivalry, do it for the good of the,
absolutely.
community and society. Like, do something good with it.
Yeah. Well, that's how, it's funny. I feel like that's how a lot of these comedy shows, there's a lot of pop-up comedy shows, and I feel like they're showing up out of rivalry. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, because, see, this is the thing.
No, I'm not like that with my sister. I mean, when we were younger, the only thing we argued about, because we're the same size, well, I'm taller now, but the only thing we would ever argue, I would take her clothes. Like, she always had the cutest clothes. We have totally different styles now. But that's the only thing we would fight about is clothes, because I would take something from her, and she was a year older, so, whatever. I was a younger sister, but I don't ever feel like I wanted to compete with her. I just, because we're so different maybe, like, and I don't know, I don't have that personality where I want what somebody else has. I'm always thinking like, going in the other direction, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've always like kind of been on my own path,
Yeah.
Like,
well, you're an only child.
No, I got a little brother.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was always perceived as the bad one. You know what I mean?
Black sheep.
Yeah, well, the older ones, the older one's always the experimental kid. You know what I mean? They don't know what they're doing with the first kid.
I don't know about that. I don't know about the older one being the experimental. I feel like I've experimented.
Like, what are we doing with this thing?
I've probably experimented on more, than my sister in some regards, but I don't know. In general, I don't really like. I like to compete. In general, like I like competition because it's a challenge for me. But I don't look at one particular person and say I want to be better than them.
No,
do you know what I mean? It's a different thing.
Yeah, I see it as like a status, not a status, but like a level I want to achieve. Like, okay, if they're at this level, like I can get to that level, or I can work my way up to that or something.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, well, because a lot of people say, oh, well, that person, they're just beautiful, or they're just naturally funny or whatever, and they just like, and they just have it. And it's like, no, man, there's still like a path to that, like, yeah, you might have natural talents, but it doesn't just happen.
No. I actually saw Cristiano, the soccer player. Yeah. I saw a video because, that's all over Instagram. And one of the things he said when someone said he was sitting in the audience somewhere watching something, and somebody came up to him, one of the spokespersons said, what kind of advice or what do you have to say about, your career? And he said, talent without work is nothing. So, yeah, maybe somebody's naturally beautiful. Maybe they're naturally funny. Maybe they have a great personality. But if you don't work, like, for instance, myself, if I work my behind off for, you know what I mean? Things don't just come to you naturally. You have to go after them. You have to be assertive. There's a lot of things that go along with it. A lot of components. You know that, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I can always tell it.
To say that somebody is just handed to, everything to them. Because I actually had a content creator I worked with, and she would get so mad. She'd be like, everybody just gives everything to you. And I'm like, no, not really. Like, a lot of times, even when I do the content, I go home and I'm like crying. I'm stressed out. So nobody sees the behind the scenes of, no, but it's true, of like, it might look easy on the picture, on the Instagram, it looks beautiful, but a lot of things go, like you with the comedy. Yeah. I'm sure you come across a lot of roadblocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone, being that we're in Palm Beach, everyone's, puts on a lot online, just to like, ooh, look at I'm here and stuff like that. And it's like, I feel like, you're putting but like you're doing like, but it's different because that's like your business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's always funny. You see some people like, yeah, I could be a model too. I'll do a selfie here at the beach. Ooh, look at me. And it's like, no, man. You know what I really had to do? You want to know I got that picture? I'd get ready, get all my stuff, get the right light, get the right photographer. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, when I first started. I started my Instagram just, on a vacation. I think I was in the Dominican, and this is years ago. And I was not even going to use Instagram. It was just like, and I've always modeled, but I just didn't do it so much and post a lot, maybe on Facebook, but it wasn't so much on Instagram, and wanted to go viral with it or whatever. But it, when you have experiences now, I'm like, I would prefer to not post a picture. I know it sounds snobby if it's not taken by a photographer. You know what I mean? But that's what you do when you get to a level of professionalism. You know what I mean? Like, because it just looks better. But, whatever.
See, I didn't really post anything on social for a long time. Like, you could look back at my, and it wasn't until I got into comedy where I was really starting to, like, post more and stuff like that. And now like Comedy Relapse page gets like I think like 25,000 views a month or something like that, which is really good. So but it's like I'm constantly posting pictures, I'm constantly taking pics, I'm constantly
and it can be exhausting too, to be honest with you, because like when I post, they say you have to respond to someone's comment within 2 hours because you want to, and so it's great to have an assistant and somebody that can keep up with that, because it's all work. It's all work. No matter if you want to stay at a certain level to progress, you have to continue the work. It never ends, so.
No, it's funny. So I was touring with this comedian, and his name's Crux Crawford, I was saying earlier, and so we did a few shows, and what he told me was really cool. He said, the days of, I'm going to get discovered by an agent, and then this agent's going to make your career. It's like, no, like this guy, Ian Bagg, who's a comedian, he does a lot of crowd work and stuff. But what he did, the first thing he did when he discovered he could like start doing his own thing, he fired his agent, and he got an editor and a publicist and an online guy, and a computer guy that was computer savvy.
You can be discovered on Instagram
and so
now.
He's like now. He does his own clips. He does his own all kind of like you're doing. Like you're like you're making your own content, and it's like you don't need that breakthrough moment anymore. You just got to keep putting all your you got to keep putting your content out there, keep making things, and it's like you can make yourself discoverable. And I saw this thing the other day where it's like if you post like 300 times a day for like 30 days in a row, you'll automatically go viral.
No, you do. Like that. I mean, if you post, I knew someone that was doing it. If you post at least 3 reels a day, but those 3 reels have to be something that they gravitate. Has to gravitate you have to put some kind of creativity in there. You can't just post anything. But yes, you're right. For 30 days, that it will definitely grow.
So that's like your voices of Palm Beach.
No, because to be honest with you,
I like them though. I'm liking the voices of Palm Beach.
I know I have to record one. I'm gonna need your help with that. No, I know I like those because I'm just being real. So I think that nobody really I mean, unless you met me in person, which a lot of people have. But for the audience that I have on Instagram, they haven't really gotten to hear me, and I don't know. I think people will like me more. My father will like me more if they hear the real me. At least I feel like they're gonna be like, oh, sounds totally different than what she looks like, because people think that sometimes you're unapproachable or this or that, and they're like, gosh, you're so sweet, and whatever. But no, but it's true. And plus, they don't know your personality. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, we know the old saying. It's good to put a name with the voice.
Yeah,
the voice
exactly.
With the name, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was so funny. So I was working with this woman on the phone, at the store, doing my regular full-time job when I'm not a famous comedian. Yeah. And I'm talking, to this woman, and she just had a very blusterous voice, I guess you could say, and I'm in my mind she was going to be this very large woman, you know what I mean?
She wasn't?
No, she was 5'2" and 100 pounds.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, it's funny how you can picture somebody by their voice, but I think I sound
you sound proportional.
No, but you know what's funny is that when I was posting the Palm Beach Chamber the other day, when I received that package, my audience was asking me, is that your voice? Is that your voice? And I don't know if it's because I sound so white. I look like I could be Spanish, but my voice sounds like it's mine.
Yeah, sure.
I thought it was weird when people were like, is that really your voice? And I'm like, responding, who else's voice would it be? Why would I use somebody else's voice on my video,
Yeah, speaking of the chamber, what'd they send you?
They sent me an invitation for the white party. It was really sweet. It was cute. Yeah. And then there was body wash, different brands that are local, which I love, that are probably members of the chamber. Is it NetJet? Who else? There was a candle in there. There's quite a few little things, And that's what I love about social media is that, when I started doing the restaurant reviews, because restaurants were approaching me, once you do 1 or 2, people start seeing what you put out there and what you're capable of putting out there, that now I have brands messaging me, emailing me to send me more PR packages. That's the thing, is that it's all about doing the content is what it boils down to. If you put out good content, but you have to apply yourself,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's all And I don't like doing those get readies with me. You know, I see these girls that are like putting on makeup. I'm not a big makeup person, first of all, but I cannot picture myself getting in front of the mirror and talking to girls and being like, okay, so now you're going to get ready. I don't know. It just, to me, it's just not me.
Everyone's different. Everyone,
yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
that's not me.
Yeah, like everyone's got different tone and I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm not a girl. I have no idea, but it just seems to me it's like
I'm very natural in that regard.
Yeah,
like I literally will put on foundation, blush, and lip gloss. I don't wear mascara. All this like 5 layers of makeup. It's too much work for me.
It's so funny because Crux, the guy I was touring with, had a joke about that, and he was like, man, I'm married and I have 2 daughters, and when I see a pretty face, I know it's just concealer, foundation, mascara, and all this stuff, and all the girls started laughing, and then all the guys, and he was like, yeah, listen to all the guys. Like, I can't believe I paid $20 to hear this guy talk about makeup.
Oh, that's funny.
And he was so good, man. So when you were just saying that right now, I was like,
Made
all
you think of
all
that?
those extra layers. I would have never thought about those things.
Yeah, when you watch, because TikTok will throw whatever at you, right? So when I go on there, I have seen girls that look like, and I hate to use this word, but from the ghetto. They are like, they look totally different.
Yeah.
And then they put on like 10 layers of makeup and I'm like, oh my God. I mean, you don't look like yourself because, like if a guy takes you on a date, when they wake up next to you in the morning, whatever, you're a totally different person. I don't know. I was raised, my family is very natural.
Yeah.
My grandmother, I think, just wore a little bit of powder and she was gorgeous. She was beautiful. And my mom, the same. My sister, the same, but they have great skin. So, I use foundation because I have to, but everybody's different. I don't know. I like the natural. I like natural, looks. I like natural bodies. That's just me. I'm not bashing anybody that does a lot of makeup or, the breast implants and stuff because everybody has their own insecurities.
Yeah.
So that by no means I'm supportive, but.
No, listen to this. I had an open mic at Subculture Coffee one time. And the host, the girl I let host, her name's V. Shally. She's Indian. But we did her favorite holiday is Halloween. So I said, whenever it's Halloween, you can host, whatever. I don't care, So she dresses as a mime, right? So she puts on the white makeup, right? And she's Indian, right?
Oh my God.
And she doesn't have an Indian accent. She sounds like a white girl. Does not have an Indian accent at all.
Right.
So some guy asked her out at the open mic. And then she goes on a date, and the first thing he says is, "Oh, you're Indian," because he met her with the white mime face.
Are you serious?
And she talks, she talks American.
This is a true story.
It's a true story, yeah.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about?
So it's you never know that makeup, it's.
Yeah, it can be deceiving. It can be very deceiving. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes people are more beautiful with less.
Yeah.
Less is more. I've seen women that look so beautiful when they take their makeup off. I'm like, oh my God, why did you even put that on? Honestly, I don't know. I'm a minimalist.
Can you imagine being the guy on that date, though?
No, I can't.
Oh my God. I would be so embarrassed.
I don't know. The whole dating thing, I've never been like the type of person that goes like on dates. I usually am friends with somebody and then it evolves into something. I can't do the dating apps or the I don't know, the way people are like, they talk about all these bad dates and like apps. I'm like that. I could never do that. It sounds so not organic.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Like you're after something. Like, no, I think that there's a God, and I think that people are meant to be together, meant to organically meet. You can meet them at the grocery store, you can meet them anywhere, but I don't think you should have to put that much thought into making something happen, or you know what I mean? Like things just happen, energy happens, things happen, it's like society has lost the true meaning of everything, honestly. It's true. Like relationships, I don't know, it just seems like everything's fabricated. Like just go with the flow.
Well, it's like, and when you start talking to a woman from a guy's side, now all of a sudden you got to have this texting game, and
oh my God, please.
They're like, don't text twice. Wait, don't text too soon.
That's
wait,
ridiculous.
and it's like,
yeah, but that's just God, that's just like a mind game. And to me, that's too much that you have to think about, honestly.
Yeah,
and I would never.
Oh, did I text too soon? Oh, should I
Yeah.
not have used an emoji? Oh, like it's
Oh my
like
God,
guys
come
are
on.
wrecking themselves over this stuff.
Really?
It's crazy. Yeah, man. It's
that's ridiculous.
It's
No.
a total anxiety like thing for a lot of
That's
guys.
ridiculous.
Yeah, this texting thing.
No,
yeah,
if you like somebody, just send them
a
a text that you like them, ask them to go out, and if you think of them, just send them a message. I'm sorry, that's over the top. I mean, but I'm sure that there are so many women too out there that have made men turn men. And there's faults on both sides. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean?
It goes both ways.
Some women are bigger players, but.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to go the old school way. I was a player growing up. I'm not going to say I lied, Like I have my mom's has she's got like a confirmation niece, and she's young, she's in her 20s, and she had a long-term boyfriend, and they broke up, and she's been like hibernating ever since. And I was telling my mother, because she's always talking about it, she's concerned about her. When I was her age, I'm like, what is she upset about? Like, there's like guys everywhere, but
Yeah.
When I was her age, I just talked to people for sport, like I was, now, yeah, I will talk to you, you're my friend, but you know what I mean? Like when you're younger and in our generation, I think, it was just fun. Like, I don't know. I wasn't like trying to get married when I was 20 years old, and I'm not even trying to get married now, but I'm just saying, I know I'm different breed, but when you're in your 20s, like have fun. And even now still, like people put so much thought into like the dating thing, and just chill out and enjoy life. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
The internet has and all these apps and all these things on social media have changed.
But you can meet crazy people in person too, like.
No, I know, but like a guy gets in a fight now with a girlfriend, and there's like 100 not so upscale women online that will like take your bait for a free meal, or do you know what I mean? Like it's easier to get distracted. It's not like old school days where the guy's thinking it's going to be really difficult for me to meet somebody else. You know what I mean? Now it's like, oh, let me just go on this dating app and I'll so
the dating apps on the guy's side, like there's a lot of garbage out there though. We do see like there's a lot of Russian bots, there's a lot of scammers,
oh my God.
there's
a lot of Russian real people.
like there's like this old guy that does comedy, he's like 80, and he's like, look at this beautiful Asian woman's been messaging me, do you think she wants to meet up?
Oh my God.
But she wants my Cash App and stuff. I'm like, delete those text messages, that's all fake. And he's like, you think? I'm like, that's the problem. They're falling because they don't know any better, They're like, oh yeah, I'm lonely, and this Asian lady wants me. Oh great.
I even have gotten text messages that say like, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's like it's faking like, oh, did I message so and so?
Oh, I get those all the time.
Yeah, and I'm like, who?
I just call them.
Like, who is this person and why? Like, seriously? And then when you say you're not a dude, you say you're a girl, they're like still trying to get with you because they're still trying to make conversation because they're just trying to like bait you for anything. And nowadays everybody goes every which way, so they're like, okay, if it's not a dude, let me try this chick, I'll try to, I don't know.
So what I do is I dial the number that they text me from.
Yeah.
I call them. And they usually don't answer 99% of the time. And then I'll call it 2 or 3 more times, and then they'll just block me. And it'll just go straight to like, this number is not in service or whatever, you know what I mean?
God, I don't have the patience for that. Like, I don't even want to know who called me. I don't want to know why they did it. I don't want to know if they're in a cave somewhere abusing substances and they really need money for drugs. I don't want to know. I'm just looking at the phone like, I used to say I'm not that. I used to get into it, but now I'm just like, block. I don't even want to deal with you. I have better things to do.
Send some obscene pictures.
Crazy. But anyway, we just went completely off topic. But hey, we discussed things that are real in life. A lot of people are having issues with dating and.
Palm Beach dating is, it's not like, I'm from the Midwest, and it's like, would you like to go on a date? Yes, I would. Now it's like, well, meet me here. I'm going to be with these people. And it's like, it's different. You know what I mean? Like, you know, maybe I'm just having a tough time in the dating world right now. But yeah, it's like it's not very direct anymore. Is all I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just kind of be like yes, no type of thing. Now it's kind of like, well, maybe I'm doing this. Oh no, you know.
Right. Like everybody's like playing everybody or on. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, like this girl. You know, I think I mentioned this before. Showed up in my open mic. Posted pictures of me on her story. I got, you know, exchanged numbers, and from the time I got her number, it was like difficult to meet up with. Like, hey, you want to meet up after the show? Yeah, sure. Oh, wait, I can't meet up after the show. Okay, cool. Hey, you want to come with me to this? Okay, cool. Oh, wait, I can't go now. Oh, hey, you want to meet up for this? Oh, well, I got this, that, and whatever. Rain check. All right, I just haven't talked to her since. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like if there was any interest, it would have made like at least some sort of, hey, you know what? How about this or how about that or some sort of compromise. But it was just like, I don't know.
And if you have to chase someone that much, it's kind of like it kind of ruins the fun, takes the fun out of it, right?
I'm not into it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I would have kept going and going before, but I'm just like, it's not necessary.
No, it's like too much energy.
Yeah.
You know, at this point.
Yeah. But anyways, I don't know. I think we're going to call it for today.
Today was a day. I guess it ended up.
We're going to do a little episode today. We're like a little over.
That's okay.
But that's all right. Hey, guys, it's been good. It's been good times. We'll be back next week. We finally have a studio. We finally have a home.
We're going to be getting we're going to be getting new 33480 apparel out, so that'll be cool. You'll be seeing it on the Instagram page. You can follow us on Instagram.
Yes, follow Marilyn, Maradre Fuentes. Follow me, Palm Beach. Also, Comedy Relapse for the comedy shows. And follow Giorgio. What's Giorgio's Instagram?
It's Giorgio Fuentes. Giorgio Andres Fuentes. I gave him a middle name now.
Oh.
Because I'm Andrea, so I gave him
Andreas. I love it. Giorgio.
And then
Andres
the bunny.
Fuentes.
My bunny, you know.
You have a bunny?
I have a chocolate bunny. You didn't know that?
Like, you're going to eat it?
Dante Massimo Fuentes. You didn't know I had a chocolate bunny?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Yeah, so cute. Look. Yeah.
Wow.
So cute.
Reincarnated with a bunny.
Yeah, no, I love it. Well, I guess, you know, when I felt like there was a loss, I needed to replace it with something.
That's what I'm saying. It was like a reincarnated little bunny.
Yeah.
For you.
My mom's like, I don't know, that was weird you did that. I'm like, actually, I've talked to a lot of people and they think it's really normal that I did that. So I can, you know, debate it all day. But
Palm Beach bunnies, guys. That'll be the next episode.
So follow Dante also. All right, guys, we're gonna head out.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.